Hi guys, in this video we are going to be going through a huge amount of amazing football boots. We're going to start things off with this box here, and you can see there are some white boots. They've got that white sole plate, so it has the sole of the Predator and it has the upper of the Predator, but as you can see it is a 2006 absolute remake. So it has that fold over tongue, it has those three stripes on the side, and then it has that old logo from 2006 on the heel. You can see the Predator elements on the front there, and the way that the gold pattern moves around from the back to the front. These are the Eternal Class Predator Absolute. They've got those 2006 vibes, this asymmetrical lacing, the fold over tongue with that elastic strap, and they've got those swervy black striking elements. Really love them. Alright, so let's look at another pair of boots that we've got here. These are a pair of X Ghosted, and these aren't just a bit special, they are very special. Probably one of my favorite releases of the year. Let me know what you think about these. Look at the way that the red at the front of the sole plate fades to the silver at the back. What a combination that is. So good. We've been a bit short on X Ghosted for a while, especially the Plus models. Recently we've seen a lot of those other collabs, but look at this. This is fantastic. It's got this peregrine falcon on there, so the world's fastest animal, and just so good. Such a tie-in with these speed boots. Obviously the launch ones with the in-flight pack, and it had the inspiration from the peregrine falcon, but those are just some of my favorite boots of the year. Guys, let me know in the comments below what your favorite boots of the year are. Let's go back to another Eternal Class pair here. So these are the Copa Mundials. Now, things to note about these actually have a shortened tongue on them, but they also have the Copa 20 sole plate. So you've got the original Copa Mundial upper paired with the modern sole plate. They're so good. Already seen by being worn by Harry Winks at Spurs. They are such a nice white boot. I'm hearing talk about maybe a blackout version of these coming out in the future, and those will be looking exceptional as well. These Eternal Class Copa Mundials, super classy. So the next boots we're looking at are these blue Copas. They are the Plus version. They are laceless leather, and the combination of the blue and the silver for me really is exceptional in these. So you've got the adidas three stripes in the blue. There is no branding on the outside of the boots, so really clean looking upper, and it's such a nice combination. The silver Copa on the heel is another nice touch. Guys, probably one of my favorite Copas of the year. I'm not sure about you, what you prefer, but these definitely one of my favorites. Alright, let's have another look at a boot that Adidas had out this year, and these are the Nemesis. So these are quite understated, but they are in the black and orange, so we can't complain, can we? They've got the orange on the toe, and then it fades to the black at the heel. Otherwise, the upper of these is pretty much black. There's just tiny little details in the orange. Real blackout pack from Adidas here, and it has that closure. We're going to look at a pair of black Copas. The black Copa 20s, the pluses again, so they're very similar to the blue ones that we saw. The only detail that really they've got on here is that green that is just kind of emerging out of the sole. But if you were playing on a grass pitch, you're not even going to really notice that. So everybody likes a blackout leather boot, and here they are. Guys, wait and see if your favourite boots from Adidas are in this video. We've got another one to look at now, and these are going right back to the start of things. These are from the start of the year, the Predator Mutator release, and these are the black and red pair. These are got the control frame, that new split sole on it. Obviously saw a whole bunch of players wearing them. Players either choosing this high collar version or the low that you'd already seen earlier in the video. Personally, I prefer them in the low. It doesn't make any difference on the demon skin and what's popping out, but you do get a bit less demon skin on this upper than you do on the Plus version, which were worn by the likes of Pogba. But yeah, I like those in the lower collar. Alright, the next pair of boots we're looking at is another blackout, and these are the X19 1s. A really good blackout boot. If you're into your black boots, then you are going to like these. And guys, you've got a bit of a decision here to decide whether you prefer these X19s or whether you prefer the new X20 Ghosted that came out. So X20 Ghosted .1 is the equivalent of these X19 .1s. Real nice touch is that little bit of kind of sparkle in the laces that ties in with the upper. Now, here we've got a limited release, and these are definitely something a bit different. These are the archives, so they came out just before those Predator releases. at the start of the year, and they've got a combination of a whole bunch of different Predators mashed into one. I have seen the blackout versions, which perhaps to me are a little bit better than these. These ones really are just kind of in your face. The Predator LZ elements you can see there, and it's just a mashup of all the previous Predators combined with what we then saw with the Demon skin coming out for the Predator Mutators. Perhaps a bit much for me, those. Let's have another look at a different boot, and we're looking at a Nemesis here. So this is a boot that was worn by Lionel Messi, pair of boots that he actually wore quite a lot, ties into his Barcelona and Argentina colours, and the combination of the white and the blue upper on these is very nice indeed. Probably one of the better releases from Adidas in the year. A lot of players really enjoying the Nemesis .1s. Messi himself, obviously, as I say, wearing these a lot, but I like the blue and white combination on these. Guys, was there a preferred Nemesis that you saw this year? I think these are one of my favourites. Alright, we're going to open up another Plus model here and check these out. See what we've got on the bag. You can see that they are the Nemesis, so let's check these out and see. They're looking like they're a blackout, and it's the other blackout. So compare these to the black and orange ones you saw. These ones perhaps a little more black, and it has that cracked effect on the sole plate, which I quite like actually. And then you've got the kind of silver Nemesis logo and the 360 agility that ties it in with that, and you've got another cracked effect on the 3 stripes, which actually is really nice as well. So if you're looking for a blackout, would you go with these, or would you go with the ones that we showed you earlier? Let me know in the comments. Alright, moving on, we're looking at another red and black pair of boots here, and this is a really nice combination. A lot of players wore these on pitch. These are the Copa 20s, but they have got such a kind of classic Predator red and black combination. A lot of people remember it from the Predators. These were worn by Dybala at Juve, and also João Felix at Atletico Madrid. I like the white 3 stripes on these. I like the way that they've mashed the red into the black. I think these are a really classic looking pair of Adidas boots. Alright, the next pair of boots we've got for you are the X19 Plus. These are so nice. The blue on these is really well paired with the sole plate. Nice kind of shine and effect that you can see on the heel part of these. And these, yeah, a really nice pair of boots. You've seen a lot of players wearing them. Jamie Vardy scored a lot of goals wearing these. Son at Spurs also, nice tie-in with the Spurs kit as well. Overall, it is a very popular release, these. A lot of people got these. Let me know if you've got these boots, or if any of the boots in this video you ended up wearing. So, we showed you quite a few Nemesis 19s. Well, these are the Nemesis 20, although they're not called that. They're just the Nemesis Plus now. But I love the half-half sole plate. The silver to the gold chrome effect is nice. And then they got the half-half on the upper as well. You've got this added little bit of grip that Adidas have tried to bring to the Nemesis, just to give it that little bit of extra in 2020. They just went ahead and did that. The split between the one half and the other half, I have to like it. We've got the black and orange halves. I like the white and black halves on these as well. A very nice touch, and I think a nice step up from the previous Nemesis. And talking about the previous Nemesis, these were the last Nemesis 19.1s that we saw before that new release. I think these are pretty stunning. I think they were worn on pitch by Messi. There are 3 colours tied into these, so as you look at the wrap, that kind of torsion tape inspired wrapping on these boots, I think it comes off really nice on these. I think, again, these are probably another good release from Adidas. These and the blue and white ones that we already saw. Guys, let me know your favourite. Was it the orange ones? Was it the blue and white ones? These are a very nice release. Sky Tin is the official colour, and they aren't white and they're not blue. They're just somewhere in the middle. It kind of has that kind of cloudy colour, the sky colour, which is good because these boots really feel like kind of cloud or a pillow. You know, they're very soft. The leather on these is really great. Nice little sparkle effect to the Adidas 3 stripes on here. Really well done. And then you've got that fusion skin upper. Again, these ones were worn by João Felix at Atletico and Dybala at Juve. Now, these are a pair of boots, very special indeed. They are the Human Race Predators, and they were worn by Paul Pogba. They were a collaboration with Pharrell, and they were very popular, a limited release that just went and got inspired by the old school Accelerated, but then it has a kind of like more of like a graphic feel to them. So overall, you just can't go wrong. Very popular, and it's kind of like a maroony red. It isn't like a red. Anyway, very popular indeed. Alright, so these boots I was kind of talking about earlier. These are the Predator Pros. He shared them with us. Check him out on Instagram. But this is what you really would have liked to have seen released for everybody. There's only a couple of these released around the world, and you can see that they are the same as the ones we showed you before, but They've gone with that classic Predator red and black colour, and they just look so much better. I tell you right now, if Adidas had released these instead of the Archives, these would have sold out. I know the Archives took a while to sell through because people weren't tied to them as much, but they are absolutely stunning and one of my best releases of the year. I really like these as well. These are the Tormentors. So they're inspired by the Japan Blue Predators that came out, and they also did a remake of those, but these are in that Japan Blue upper color with the white 3 stripes and then the red demon skin. And these again were a secondary pack, so not a huge amount of players wore them, but they are absolutely stunning, and it's some great kind of traditional Adidas colors. Right, let's have a look in this box and see what we've got. Now guys, please remember to make sure to let me know in the comments your favorite boots. These are the Locality pack Predators. So these came out earlier on in the year, kind of when things were kicking off with COVID. Players weren't getting onto the football pitch. A very bright release. They really would have stood out on pitch. I'm sure some of you may well have picked these up on sale. You would have got a good bargain on these, but they are just one solid colour that absolutely is in your face. I think perhaps if I compared these to some of the other Predators in the video, I'd say that these are perhaps a little bit too much for me, and there's some others that perhaps I would put ahead of them in the list. Now, these ones are absolutely in your face as well, but I've got to tell you that I kind of love them. These are the X19 Plus. They are bright pink, and they remind me of the kind of Mbappe boots that we've seen recently, and also going back to some previous boots worn, the Vaporosas by Ribery. Anyway, I just think these pink boots are stunning. I think if you've got the wherewithal to put them on and wear them on pitch, then more power to you. I think they are a really good looking boot. The kind of boot that you would have seen on the feet of Mo Salah or any of, well, he'd have been the 19.1s, and then you've got the 19 Plus worn by Son and other headline Adidas athletes. But yeah, bright pink, really stand out, but I quite like those. Let me know what you think of those. Another boot that really stands out are these Copas. So they are the Copa 20 Plus, and again, very bright. Perhaps not what you'd expect to see from a leather boot. It's got that exo-frame sole plate, it's got the fusion skin upper, and then all the details are this kind of lime green / yellow combined colour into the upper, which is kind of interesting to see from a leather boot. Perhaps a bit too bright and shiny for me. I do like those blue Copas that we saw earlier on and some of the blackouts, but I think these are just perhaps a step too much for me. But they definitely won't get lost. People will see you on the pitch in these. Right guys, please let me know in the comments below your favourite boots in this video. Thanks for watching. Go enjoy your football.